So over the last few days, Black Adam and Shazam 2 have supposedly been test screening at WB Head Studios in LA, California, somewhere around there, the Burbank plot. So yo, what is good YouTube? WarStew here. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any video. Turn notifications on. Check us out on Instagram at WarStew. Check us out on Twitter, WarStewG. So the reason I've not done this video a few days earlier when I could was I tried to get some more information about what actually happened at the test screener. Was there any information we could get from anyone? Was there any plot leaks we could reveal? And it seems pretty interesting for Black Adam and Shazam 2, as yes, Warner Bros. Do test screen their movies, whereas Disney tends to do it in-house with employees or family of employees. So the reactions from the Black Adam are pretty positive, really positive. More positive than just Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods, although they're neither negative. So early reactions from Black Adam are saying the following: the action is a highlight, even with unfinished effects. That's quite standard. Most test screens are done with VFX and CGI not done. Noah Adam Smasher will surprise audiences. It's very JSA centric, Justice Society of America centric. That doesn't surprise me one bit whatsoever, because if you've seen any of the plot leaks, if you've seen what the director actually said, he said the following on the JSA: the chemistry and coming together to try to defeat someone who is undefeatable like Black Adam creates a lot of interesting situations without having the pressure to carry the whole movie. Now, seeing as it is an origin story, it would have made more sense to have it centric just on Black Adam, but Black Adam alone carrying the whole movie for 2 hours plus by himself would be hard for anyone. So there's a bunch of different reactions, and with these test screener information, you got to realize the people that went to test screener would have signed an NDA. They also wouldn't have known what the movie would be till they get there, and they're realistically not supposed to say anything. So a bunch of Twitter super duper scoopers can come out and say, I heard this, I heard that, but realistically, the people that go to test screenings are random people. Even with many unfinished effects, the big takeaway from the screening was the action. And before this, we heard details that the action was going to be on Dragon Ball Z Infinity War Endgame level. We could be talking about some of the best action ever put in a comic book movie. Well, that wouldn't be hard, would it? WarStew, you're so negative. No, I'm just saying there's a bunch of really good superhero movies that have pretty lackluster action scenes, not on Man of Steel level. So someone said on Twitter, going to be really curious to see people's reaction to Black Adam and the character changes they've made. New origin, different motivation. Hawkman's a goofball, but it still sounds very exciting to me and could be an action flick. So this person sounds like they haven't even watched it. The fact they say sounds like it's very exciting to me could be an action flick. It was a little over 2 hours. The person I talked to said it still feels like. Okay, things do lack during test screening because guess what? Spoiler warning, the movie's not complete. Also, usually this is done before reshoot. So yeah, it's still very, very positive, the reactions for this, which is fantastic. So Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods. Now, this one's pretty interesting. So the Shazam updates page said, it's interesting. Rachel is really good, amazing, a superstar. Probably going to be the standout, the huge star. Very early to judge, but no reason to be worried. Now, the reaction for this movie, they're not as good as Black Adam, but let's be honest. Usually the first movie in a franchise is usually the better, so to speak, which I do find fascinating. So comments here, heard the first one is a better movie, but that does not mean Fury of the Gods isn't good. And also, it's very subjective to whoever watches it. These are mainly coming from super duper Twitter scoopers. Well, Shazam Fury of the Gods sounds interesting. I mean, it's all right with these vague tweets. Positive receptions like Black Adam, not as positive, but we'll see. So they are like just super duper Twitter scoopers. I'm literally reading this off Twitter. It's literally vague things. You know, like when they came out with all the Spider-Man news, which was actually wrong. Hearing that Rachel is really good. I really do find it interesting when they say hearing. No, you're not hearing. Someone told you that. No one told you that in real life. No one walked up to you in the street and was like, yo, Rachel is really... No, you tried to get info out of people. Not really the same thing. Interesting. But what is interesting is, allegedly, there is a cameo of Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, in this movie, which it's fascinating. Sucks to get beaten to the punch again. But yeah, Gal Gadot is returning. It's just one scene, but it's somewhat important to the movie. This is coming from big screen leaks. So personally, I don't really have any perception of any of these scoopers, but it does imply to me that a lot of people had this information about Wonder Woman, or at least they're trying to make out they had the information about Wonder Woman. So Illuminati exclusive. The Illuminati are hit and miss. All these little super websites are hit and miss. Wonder Woman would appear in Shazam Fury of the Gods, and most likely in the Flash movie as well. According to big screen leaks, it's a very important scene, but what would be the point of having Wonder Woman in literally one scene. Henry Cavill was literally in one scene where he wasn't. That's why he didn't actually even do the movie. His stunt double did from the waist down. So yeah, it looks like Wonder Woman could be in this movie. And someone called Lizzie on Twitter, if anyone questions if I can keep my mouth shut when asked, I beg to differ. I've known this since late spring, but was asked to keep it private, not share it. Congratulations to Dumalali. I hate when super duper Twitter scoopers come out and say stuff because it's like, yeah, I knew. Please believe me that I knew. Freaking believe me, I knew. Okay, if you knew, you would say something. It's not really worth saying, yeah, I knew this, but I just didn't say it. Tell you. To me, that's ridiculous. So positive reviews-ish, saying it's not as good as the first one. The first one was pretty fire, and the first one did have the villain of Mark Strong. And it does seem like the setup in the post-credit scene for Shazam 2 isn't really going to be the villain of this movie. But test screenings don't really mean much. They're really there for people like David S. Sandberg, the directors of the movie, to see what the general audience thinks. So like I said, guys, you've got to take all this information with a pinch of salt. Is Gal Gadot Wonder Woman going to be in this movie for one scene? I don't know. Maybe she is. Black Adam's first test screen are very positive. It's going to be action. It's The Rock. The Rock always, even Jungle Cruise had a lot of action in it. The Rock always brings the action. Henry Cavill recently has been doing a bunch of interviews for The Witcher Season 2. Our review is up. End and Explain. Absolutely love that season. Freya Allen, Siri, she freaking killed it. And he recently came and said a bunch of stuff about Superman.
Justice League, Snyder Cut. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a wonderful way of Zack getting his version of the story out, and important to do too. And I thought there was a wonderful tenderness to the movie, which existed, and that I think was essential for the representation of Superman. And the last piece, I would love to play Superman again. It all depends. There's so many moving parts to that it's not just down to my desire, it's down to...
He said he would love to play Superman again, but it's not as simple as him wanting to play it. He said there's a lot of things behind the scenes that have to happen. Negotiation talks. So the fact that Henry Cavill, I might actually stick that at the front of the video, the fact that Henry Cavill actually said that tells me there are things going behind the scenes, which also tells me the information I've been told for the last 8 months since April is actually true. Also, he did comment on the Snyder Cut and said he's very happy that Zack got his vision to be seen, which is cool. And Henry Cavill keeps talking about Superman. I wonder why. Because he's probably going to be in Black Adam or Shazam 2. As he said, the suit still fits. And I do read the comments and I do find it very interesting. People are like, yo, he's not going to be in any of these movies in the camera role positions. So he last wore the suit in 2017. He's put on a substantial body transformation since 2017. So 2018, 2019, 2020. So literally has not wore the suit in 4 years and it still fits. How does he know the suit fits? Because he's probably going to be in one of these movies. Now, if Henry does have a cameo role, it's probably not going to be shown in a test screen situation. I really hope if he has got one, based on all the information, you can pretty much guess he will have one. I really hope it's in Black Adam post-credit scene or Shazam 2, not in the Flash movie, although someone on set did say Superman was on the set of the Flash, and like I keep saying, Tyler Hoechlin, Brandon Ruth, George Clooney, War Stew being Superman in the Flash movie. I know it's a multiversal storyline, which realistically should be the Flashpoint Paradox, but it's going to be nowhere near on that level because they haven't cast the Reverse Flash, although it looks like Ezra Miller could be playing the Flash and the Reverse Flash and an Evil Flash, maybe. So yeah, Henry Cavill's going to appear in one of these movies, 99% sure. So like always, guys, let us know, are you hyped for Black Adam? We did recently do a video on everything we know about Black Adam so far and how Black Adam's going to change the game. We'll put a card somewhere in the video and put it on the end screen, so make sure to check it out. Also, Shazam 2, we're freaking hyped for that, although that's not coming out to 2023. We do have The Batman coming out next year, really early, going to be cool. Then in the summer, we have Black Adam, which is going to be cool. Then towards the end of the year, October, we have The Flash, going to be really cool. And in 2023, we have Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods. So both Black Adam and Shazam 2 still have reshoots. I believe Black Adam still does have some reshoots. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at WarStew. Subscribe to the channel. It helps me and the channel more than you'll ever know. Also, check us out on Twitter, WarStewG. And I'll catch ya in another video very soon. Catch ya later.